Okay, cool. Welcome to another Smashing Pistons video, and we are back at the Great British Car Journey again, because this is where we seem to live, and because Matt always wants to come here because he's literally 5 minutes away, which I don't mind because he brings us coffee. But today it is British cars and I was going to say and minis, but it's British cars, minis and other minis. And there's some Rovers that have turned up. In fact, there's an MR2 down there I want to have a quick look at. So join me as I have a quick walk round, see what's here, and drool over that Lotus Cortina as well. So Matt's brought Hope down, I've brought Gen Z down. No name has appeared, which is a shame because that's an MG that's between two genuine Lotus cars there. It's a bit of a shame there. Although they spelt Lotus wrong on mine. There's quite a few people arrived. If you can see, it goes all the way up there, but they've also, we'll have a look round here, they've also opened up a secondary kind of parking area sort of thing down here. There's some more Loti there, and there's an Mgzs down there I can see. But yeah, they've put people down there. It's all way down here. There's a few bikes, and then there's also the overflow car park seems to have got some stuff in. So we'll have a quick look to see what is going on. It's always a good crowd here, and yeah, particularly I'm getting quite more interested in Lotus type things recently. So we'll just have a quick look around this Elan and see what we think. So it's a lovely sort of maroon colour, and now these are the Lotus that a lot of true Lotus people will say is not a genuine proper Lotus because it's front wheel drive. But I disagree. I think there's room for a front wheel drive sports car, and if you're going to have one, this is definitely the one to have. It's quite a nice example. A lot of people my age might remember these from a game that was out on the Atari ST and the Amiga. But just look at that. It's just very, very 80s/90s looking dashboard. And look at the colour on them dials as well. Everything about these is like a genuine little British sports car. Now Rob's just pointed something out to me that I was trying to ignore. It must be a race car because it's got some carbon fibre there. Race cars always have carbon fibre on them, and this one's called Phil. Right down here we've got a Lotus Mark 1 Lotus Cortina. Oh no, it's not even a Lotus one. It's 4-door. Might just be a GT. It is just a GT. And this is one of the few Fords that I would genuinely like. I do like a GT. My preference would be the Mark II, because the Mark II's just got a nicer, a shape more inclined to my era. But I would definitely like that. So we've got a few bits and pieces down here. Obviously there's the obligatory MGF or TFs that show up. In fact, there's a TF down there and F here. And then is this lovely yellow MR2 down here, which we shall have a quick look at. Plus there's some motorbikes we want to see as well. Look at that. How nice is that? It's a shame it's in somewhat in the shade, because it's a really nice yellow colour, that. I'm not sure about them wheels, but the rest of it's lovely. S2000 would definitely have one of them in my garage. An MGB rubber bumper, which will be pretty much the same as my dad's, apart from it's got nicer interior in it. Lovely interior in that. It's a lovely green colour if you can't tell on this camera, because as I said before, this camera changes colours of everything. Mini Coupe, which I do like, but not many people did. And then we've got some more minis here. There's quite a few minis over that bit, which I'll cover later. and have a quick rush round. But look at that, that's a genuine Mark 1. I think that's even badged up as an Austin 7 as well, that one. But yeah, that's a lovely little thing, that. Yeah, it is badged up as an Austin 7. I know, Austin Cooper. And it's got twin tank fillers on it as well, which is another Cooper thing. Slidey doors. Look, dead plain interior. With best roof on it. That's nice. I do like a Mini, but I must say my favourite Minis are the Clubman fronted ones. So yes, I'd have a 1275 GT. I think would be my Mini of choice if I indeed had a choice. So there's a few bikes turned up. Now then, I'm not very up on new stuff, so I couldn't even tell you what scooter that is. It's very angular. What we got on? What we got here? We've got a Ducati. One of them. Again, I'm not up on modern bikes. It's got a single-sided swing arm at the back, which is kind of cool. There you go. So that's kind of nice. We've got a bit of a sports tourer. What's this one? VFR. So it's a Honda VFR. They have single-sided swing arms as well, which I will show you forthwith. Nice bronze-coloured wheels. Yeah, so it looks like it's got a fairly comfortable riding position as well. That it's not too tucked down. I want to have a look at the front of this. Yeah, it's a fairly aggressive looking design. I like that, and I like the way the indicators are in the lights as well. Very good. Another single-sided swing arm bike we've got here. Is this a Yamaha? I've no idea. Oh, it's a BMW. An F800. It's like single-sided swing arm city. In fact, there's one at the end that's not. And then we've got a BMW Mgs, which is a bit of an off-roady type tourer thing. Seems to be very, very popular at the moment. Very practical. And quite quick as well. And they've got the old boxer engine, which means the cylinders stick out either side. Well, we'll just film this Escort go past as well. There you go, they didn't stay long. And then there's a Triumph Tiger. That's a wee beastie. Again, I don't know much about those, but again, another adventure bike. It's got quite a low seating position on that. That must be quite comfortable. Very nice. So I'm just going to head off into the overflow section, because there's a fair bit parked up in here as well. So today it's Mini and British cars, and there's a few bits and pieces. Oh, there's a nice 323F that's just turned up. It's neither a Mini nor British, but that doesn't matter to us. So let's see what there is in here. So my eyes are instantly drawn to this Lotus Esprit, I think it is, as anyone's eyes would be. There you go. So what a nice colour for one of those is. Esprit Turbo SE. You forget just how long and wide they are. What else we got? Oh, we've got a P6 Rover. That's good. I like that. That's the kind of thing, if I were buying another Project Rover, I'd get something like that. Something that looks past its prime but is still usable. Definitely something I would like. We've got... it's not Celestial, is it? Is it Sky Blue? It might be Celestial, actually. Rover 75. Looks like it's got early mirrors on it. It's a 51. And it's got lozenge badges on it. So it must be fairly early. On them Union Jack type wheels as well. What else can we see from here? Oh, a ZTT. I'm not going to just spot all the Rover bits, but while they're here, That's it, Firefrost I think it is, and that's it, a lovely colour, really pops in the sun, which is one of the advantages of having these metallic cars, that when it's sunny they look fantastic, but then when it's rainy they just look like an other car. So there's a few more bits in here. I'm not gonna go around everything. I just want to get a small selection of what is here, and yeah, see what tickles my fancy. And this does tickle my fancy, and it's for sale. Ooh. Look at this for a beauty. 1932. Oh, hang on, no, this is an advert for something else, but a standard little 9, I'd have that as well. This is an MG YB. I do like that. I would fancy something that's of that era, because I think there's something special about having a car like that, and I definitely need to sell the bike to get that, which is the problem I seem to be encountering recently, that a lot of these toys that I want to get are ones that I need to sell the bike to make reality. My dad likes them. I like them, but I don't know, I think I prefer something mega old. And then obviously we've got a P4. See, I'm getting, because of Alex's influence, I'm getting to recognise P4, P6s and P5s. So this is a Rover 100, which oh no, I can't remember if Jess is a 100 or a 110. Anyway, Alex will be pleased to know it's got its flap open. Let's see if there's any differences inside. It's not got a pie cooler, but everything else looks the same. It's a nice two-tone colour as well. I don't remember whether Jessie's got the chrome down the side of her. It's the same back with a 3-piece rear window. So yeah, it's a nice little thing. I've got a Mustang, which I know more than nothing about, so I can't really tell you anything about them. And then we've got a big Bentley, which is huge. And then we've got a Volkswagen Camper, which has got Ian stood at the side of it for scale. Hello. So how tall are you, Ian? About 18 foot tall? 3 foot something. So it just shows you how small these vans are in reality. Yeah. There's something down here that I almost walked past. We saw it coming in, and I said I were going to capture it. When was the last time you saw one of these? A Mazda 323F. They're Ford based, so if this is a 1.5, it'll have a Ford unit in it. There was a few Mazda Ford tie-in things. For example, the Mazda 121 was a Fiesta rebadged, but these are particularly nice. Now the shape's brilliant. It's like a mini Mazda 626 like I had before. The only thing that people didn't like about them is that the previous incarnation of these had pop-up lights, and these got away with the pop-up lights. They did away with them, but these little tiny lights are quite nice. I do like that design ethos. They did a V6 one. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a lot lower than that, and it had a bit of a body kit on it. But yeah, that's a lovely little thing. Bye bye MG. Here's something you don't see every day. A 106. Called Stig. I do like a 106. Although we need to two people in the community. One needs to get a 106, the other one needs to get a Saxo, and we need to have a battle. Yeah, that needs to be done. Obviously when both of us have had the rear axles rebuilt, because that's what goes wrong with him. So here I am in Mini World. If I spin the camera around like that, you'll be able to see all the minis. Not in the world though, they're not all here. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at the minis. I'm not going to film them all because I'm not a mini expert and I won't know the subtle differences. But I shall pick out some some that are interesting and some that catch my beady eye. Right, looking at this one, somebody tell me what wheel, describe the wheels that are on this one. Very small, yeah, so there'll be 10s. Round, okay, so there's small 10-inch round wheels. They've got holes in them. Okay, so they're not like mini lights where they've got the rounded spokes. So they've got slots round outside and like a raised middle section. Okay, so this will be a mini special alloy. Yeah, I had them on mine. And I painted the rim silver but the inside black. And then there were a guy at work that were like, oh my god, your mini's amazing, it's got magnesium rims on it, hasn't it? And magnesium rims are what they use in racing because they're super light. So I said, yes, of course it does. It did not. But yeah, this is like pretty much exactly the same setup as mine was. Well, it's really good condition as well, that. It's a really nice colour, really good condition. The only thing I do is stick some bucket seats in. Yes, I like that, it's very good. And that one's nice as well. But as I said, I'll pick out the ones that particularly catch my eye. Because there's so many, you'll go punch drunk with minis if I show you all of them. There's a new one, we'll show you the new one. I quite like that colour. It's quite nice, that. I mean, its looks are going to be divisive. Divisive. As a Simone wouldn't call that a mini, she'd call it a binny, but I quite like them. I'm all aboard for this sort of thing. And there's one over here which is quite an early-ish one, which is very similar to the one Rob's got, which is called Henry Cooper. So Rob's is just a Cooper, not a Cooper S. I think this might just be a mini one actually. Let's have a look at the back. See if the back gives us a clue as to what's lurking in there. Oh no, it is a Cooper, so it is the same as Rob's. Mini Cooper. It's only when you see the newer and the older ones side by side that you realise just how much bigger the newer ones are to the older one. But also you realise the design cues that are still present in the newer ones compared to the original ones as well. So there's a lot to be said for the BMW Mini, in my opinion. It's a nice car. It's well built. It handles well, and I think it is. It's a good comparison to the older Mini. It's a good evolution. What would have been a more comparative evolution is the Fiat 500. That handles like an old Mini, but in a modern way. There's some other ones. There's a Riley Elf that I'll show you in a second. I think that might be about it. Oh, and there's a crazy roof coloured one over there, which looks like it could be a Paul Smith one, but we'll have a look. So I was saying to Julie yesterday, if I was to get a Mini-esque type thing, it'd be a Riley Elf or a Wolseley Hornet, and this one's a Riley Elf. And you can see the Mini in it. You can definitely see the Mini shape in there, but obviously the bonnet's different. It's got more shiny bits, and then there's a boot at the back as well. But they're like a higher up, a posher version of a Mini, I should say. Yeah, I'd definitely have one of them. I did say to Julie I'd have one and do it up like a bit like a sports one, like a Cooper version. And then I looked on eBay and somebody had done exactly that. Morris Minor Traveller. Now then, is this what I think it is? So it's got the badge, but has it got the insides? It's got the badge, it's got the roof, it's got the wheels, it's got the body colour. Yeah, so it's purple-ish and green. And if you didn't know, that's the fuel tank on a Mini. It's just there at one side. But yeah, it's got the Paul Smith badging on it. The glove box has got the little Paul Smith colour stripes on there. Lovely leather interior. Vinyl wrap roof. Let's have a look at this little bit of information for you. So they're based on a Mini Sprite, 1300. It'll be an injection at this time. 9-carat gold enamelled Paul Smith bonnet badge and Paul Smith rear window sticker. There you go. What a lovely little thing. This is kind of like the beginning of the super limited editions, isn't it? So we're back round to my channel's normal looking stuff now. Hillman Imp. How lovely. Nice looking thing. And I like them dashboards. Very quirky. What do you think so far? I don't know why I asked you that. Nobody can hear you. I've got microphone pointing it the wrong way. They said it's rubbish and they wish they'd never come. That's it from me, from Great British Car Journey again. Be nice to have a look at some stuff that's not Rover and MG based. Although obviously I had to point out the Rover and MG stuff as well before I got run over by a BMW with a small turning turtle and no power steering. So yeah, thanks for joining. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, leave a comment, share with your friends, share with people that were your friends before you shared this video with them, which would mean that they are now your enemies. And don't forget, you can become a member, which will mean you'll be able to watch videos like this before anybody else can watch videos like this, unless you are a member already, in which case you can't watch videos like this before people watch videos like this, because they're already members. Bye.